We welcome you to Johnson City, Tennessee. It is Southern Conference basketball as part of Big Monday, presented by LinkedIn, and it's a showdown in the SoCon. The Furman Paladins are in town to take on the ETSU Buccaneers. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome in. Brock Bowling, Paul Biancardi with you. And Paul, our players to watch. We start with Furman, led by number 3, Mike Bothwell.
Mike Bothwell, the senior from Cleveland Heights, Ohio, has become the focal point of opposing defense's scouting report. He is an elite finisher, a good shooter, but he is a great scorer. In the last 10 games, he's averaging 16 points per game. Has the ability to take over a game, and on the other side, Ladarius Brewer. He's had 8 straight games of double-figure points. This guy's special because he can elevate on his jump shot and in tight spaces over defenders. 36% from 3, really talented with the ability to take over the game.
As we take a look at the numbers on these two stars tonight, and Paul, you look at the numbers, points per game, field goal percentage, rebounds, and assists, a lot of similar numbers between these two.
And what makes these two guys special is when a play breaks down and you have a broken play, both of these guys can get buckets.
Let's look at our players to watch. About the series history now, 65th all-time meeting, a close series between these two. The Buccaneers lead it over the Paladins by 2, 33-31. 26 games decided by 5 points or fewer in this rivalry series between Furman and East Tennessee State. As we are at Freedom Hall in Johnson City, Tennessee, a showdown of the SoCon. It's Furman against East Tennessee State. The head coach for Furman is Bob Ritchie in his 5th season. Over 100 wins in 5 years in Greenville. A former assistant coach with the Paladins program for 6 years before taking over the head coaching job 5 years ago. And for ETSU, the head coach is Desmond Oliver in his 1st season, former assistant coach at Tennessee under Rick Barnes the past 6 seasons. He took the ETSU job this past April after Jason Shea resigned after just 1 year of coaching this program.
Desmond Oliver told us today, we're not rebuilding, we're reconstructing our roster, our program. Really emphasized the culture, trying to establish that in the 1st season. And on the other side for Furman, Bob Ritchie, fantastic 71% winning percentage. That's 10th among active coaches.
So it's Furman against East Tennessee State. It is Southern Conference basketball as part of Big Monday presented by LinkedIn here on ESPNU. Furman in the road purple uniforms and ETSU in the home yellow/gold. It's a gold out tonight here at Freedom Hall. Our officials for tonight, the crew chief is Jason Baker alongside Chase Shaw and Anthony Eads. Ty Brewer will jump up against Jalen Slauson. Opening tap, and here we go. ETSU desperately looking for a win tonight. The team has lost 5 straight games by a combined 15 points, and no loss has been by more than 4 points in those 5 straight defeats. Trying to get back on track here tonight. You see the starting lineups. Keep an eye on David Sloan, point guard for ETSU. They go inside to Ladarius Brewer, and he scores the game's first 2. Here's a look at the Furman Paladins starting 5. Keep an eye on number 10, Alex Hunter. Steady senior point guard, having a great season so far for the Paladins, clad in purple. Bothwell inside to Slauson, and he ties the game at 2.
Slauson has had tremendous development under Bob Ritchie since his freshman season. Continues to add to his scoring total and continues to produce.
Yeah, he says he can do it all. He has all the tools, can dribble, pass, and shoot. And there's a turnover on ETSU. First turnover of the game, and it goes back over to Furman.
Furman's going to hedge hard on ball screens. A lot of different ways you can cover the screen. For Furman, they're best when they hedge hard.
Furman coming off a loss against UNCG on Saturday by 2, 58-56. Conley Garrison missing from 3, crashing the rebound. Was ETSU over the back foul called on Furman. It goes back the other way.
Conley Garrison was the leading scorer the last time these two teams played. Had 23 points.
As ETSU breaks the pressure, 12 and 13 overall, 4 and 8 in the SoCon. Shot for three goes down by Jordan King. His first points of the game, shooting 43% from downtown this year.
And he had 18 points Saturday against Wofford. He's been playing as well as anyone in the conference.
Here's Hunter. Looks inside for Slauson. Shot clock at 7. Slauson backs in. Blocking foul, they say, called on ETSU. It's on Jaden Seymour, and that's his first.
Jordan King is deep behind the three-point line with no hesitation. He's been scoring at a high level the last 10 games.
Here's Foster, inside Slauson, draws a double, now draws a triple, and a steal by Sloan. First turnover on Furman. Pull-up three by King is good again. He has 2 threes in the game, 6 points, and ETSU leads by 6.
Great sign for the home team. The three-point shot energizes your defense, and it gets the crowd involved.
This is a good passing team of Furman. It really relies on sharing the basketball. According to head coach Bob Ritchie, shot in the lane, missed by Furman, and the rebound by ETSU. Here comes Ladarius Brewer, number 25 in gold for the Bucks. Goes inside. Too strong out of bounds, but off of Furman, stays with ETSU.
Jordan King, this time off the dribble in transition. Finds the line quickly, over 40% from three. They need his points. East Tennessee State doesn't score from the free throw line very much, but they're good from twos and pretty good from three.
Ladarius Brewer, tough shot, banks it in over Bothwell, and Ladarius Brewer has 4 points of ETSU's 10. It's the Bucks by 8.
I love the way 25 and gold just can elevate in tight spaces over defenders.
Hunter hangs in the air to Slauson, back to Hunter. Furman down 6 early on. Bothwell trying to create. Shot clock at 7. Cross courts it. Hunter with 3. Missing the 3. And an aggressive rebound by Ladarius Brewer for the Bucks. And he travels. Second turnover on ETSU. So Paul, an 8-point lead for ETSU so far. 3 minutes gone by. What do you like so far in the Bucks?
I like their aggressiveness. They just come out with a toughness about them. They understand what's at stake. They want to finish inside the top 6 in the conference to get a bye for the conference tournament. You can feel the urgency, the desperation by ETSU. They've also lost 5 straight by combined 15 points. They know they're better.
Nails a 3, his second basket of the game. He has 5 points, and Furman now down 5, 10-5. Steal by Garrison. Turnover on the Bucks, their third. Here comes Anderson. In rhythm of 3 by Slauson. Rebound by Sloan for ETSU. Seymour inside Ladarius Brewer. He is fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Conley Garrison, and that's his first. So Ladarius Brewer will go to the line. He has 4 points, and Coach Desmond Oliver just raved about him, talking to him before the game. He says he can do it all. He can make tough shots, hit the pull-up jumpers. He can post up. He can get to the basket. And he says that he and Mohab Yasser are the 2 best post players on this team. This is a team that is really struggling inside defensively. A couple of players left the program, didn't work out for them early in the year. And this team is, as he said, Paul, fighting for their lives here, trying to get through this season. Not a deep team. It's lost 5 straight.
And Furman is an excellent defensive team, so Desmond Oliver wants to get some points before the defense can be set for Furman. At home, they've come out aggressive. They made the 3. They've got a transition basket. They must guard the three-point line against Furman. Furman #1 in the country in threes made.
Bothwell hangs in the air and glides in a 2. His first 2 points of the game. Leads this team at 15.4 points per game. Furman down 5. We're 4.5 minutes into the game.
And when it comes to finishing, Bothwell as good as there is in the Southern Conference.
Sloan, shot blocked. Taken by Bothwell and Furman. Here come the Paladins down 5. Running the break is Garrison. Inside Heen, the pump fake. He's fouled. Missing the shot. Will have free throws coming up after the break. 15:20 to go in the first. ETSU out to a good start by 5. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by LinkedIn. Whatever you're in it for, we're in it together. Back at Freedom Hall in Johnson City, Tennessee. 15:20 to go in the first half, and Bucks lead the Furman Paladins 12-7. Here in SoCon college basketball action. Here's a look at the Southern Conference standings entering tonight. Furman is a half the game out of first place behind first place Chattanooga, and ETSU 4-8, ninth place in the league. And welcome in, everyone. Brock Bowling and Paul Biancardi with you. And Paul, the SoCon standings, you saw them. We are 1 month away, 4 weeks from tonight, from crowning a Southern Conference champion of the conference tournament. How crucial are these next few weeks?
Well, it's separation right now in college basketball. Furman trying to stay at the top of the Southern Conference. East Tennessee State trying to hang in there and finish within 6 so they can get a bye for the conference tournament. At this time of the year, everybody knows each other so well. So your job, know your opponent better than they know you.
Well, these two teams know each other very well. They played each other just a month ago, actually 3 weeks ago, and Furman won that one by 9. 78-69. Garrett Heen, the 6'9 sophomore at the line, 55% free throw shooter. Shot great from the field last year during his freshman season. Shot 65% for the year last year. 1 of 2 at the line. He has his first point of the game, and Furman cuts the lead down to 4.
Furman known for their three-point shooting, but they're a high 2-point field goal percentage team. But they also win games with their defense. Lost a tough one to UNCG. 2-point game in the 50s. They can beat you scoring points. They can beat you in a half-court game.
Ty Brewer rises and fires in a 2, his first 2 points of the game. He is the brother of Ladarius Brewer on the team. And right now, ETSU 5 made baskets on 5 assists. Here's Pugies, finds Anderson, tries to go inside to Heen. He's held inside by Charlie Weber of ETSU, and that's his first. ETSU 12-13 on the year, 4-8 in the SoCon. Again, desperate for a win right now. 5 straight losses by a combined 15 points. There's head coach Desmond Oliver, and he said he knew coming into this season this team had a small amount of room for error. This team lost 2 players early in the season, just didn't work out. Since then, the team has struggled in defending the post with ball screen defense, and the problem, he says, is finishing games on defense. So many close losses. He says this team is starting to lose some confidence, and he hopes this team can bounce back here at home against Furman tonight.
Yeah, it's not really a big team when it comes to size. Charlie Brewer, the sophomore, on the ball right now, 33 in the gold. He gives East Tennessee State some size, but just a sophomore, not a lot of experience. They open the game playing some zone. Now it's some man, switching their defenses, trying everything they can to keep the rhythm away from Furman.
3 to shoot, and Hunter short on the 3. Rebound, tight-roping the sideline is Ladarius Brewer. Here come the Bucks, clad in gold. Ladarius Brewer, outside Weber. He can hit that shot, and he does. A 3 by Charlie Weber, the 6'9 sophomore from Owens, Maryland.
And Charlie's dad, Rick, was a former assistant coach at Old Dominion. His sister, Maddie, played volleyball at Stetson. Coaching and playing in that family. Hunter
wide open. He's missed a couple of 3s here in this game early on. Rebound on the weak side by ETSU. They run down the floor to Ty Brewer. Got tangled up, and he's fouled by Anderson.
On the Paladins, Joe Anderson was first. Team's third. Buffalo and Garrison return to the game.
Looked like Anderson, just went under him by accident.
So ETSU to inbound underneath its own basket. Sloan to inbound and finds Ladarius Brewer. Puts the move on Garrison down the lane. Loose ball picked up by Furman. Here come the Paladins, down 9 early on.
There'll be no panic by Furman. They move the ball. They lead the conference in assists on field goals.
Coming up tonight over on ESPN and the app, 9 Eastern, it's a Big 12 battle between number 8 Kansas and 20th ranked Texas at the Irwin Center. Big Monday on ESPN.
Texas 14-1 at home this year.
And doing a great job is Chris Beard down at Texas. Bothwell is fouled. And Mike Bothwell will head to the line and shoot 2 for the Paladins, down 9, 13-15 to go here in the first half.
Bothwell averaging 16 points per game over his last 10 games. He really does score in a variety of ways. Elite as a finisher in the Southern Conference. Makes his free throws. The ability to convert from the three-point line. Can score in the half court, transition, and I love him in broken plays. So when the set play of the concept breaks down, Bothwell can get you a bucket.
Yeah, Bob Ritchie said that he could score at all 3 levels, brings a lot of energy to this Paladins team, says he's been incredible at scoring the basketball this year for the Paladins. Shot for 3 by Ladarius Brewer is good. His first 3 of the game, he has 9 points, and the Bucks have their biggest lead of 11. Alley-oops inside to Slauson, banks it in, and he has 7 in the game.
And you're going to see East Tennessee State get into their half-court set. A little deliberate at times. They want to be sure, they want to be accurate. They want to play fast on the miss, but concentration in the half-court, and they are on fire right now at home behind the arc.
Another 3 for Brewer, and the Bucks have not missed a 3 in this game. 5 for 5 from three-point range. Bothwell banks it in. Brewer, a deep 3. Not this time. Rebound, skied for by Foster for the Paladins. Here comes Bothwell. His 3 is good. Mike Bothwell brings it up from downtown. His first 3, he has 8 points in the game.
Well, the Stars in the open, making us look good right now. Ladarius Brewer, Mike Bothwell, just scoring at different spots at different times.
Ty Brewer. His 3 is good. Ty Brewer, his 5th point of the game, his first tray, and the 3s are raining here in Johnson City.
Well, Ty Brewer is not known as a three-point shooter. He's more of a rebounder scorer, 30%.
Bothwell to Slauson, back to Bothwell, shot clock inside of 10. They move it to the other side. Foster, 5 to shoot. And reach-in foul called on the Bucks. And we get a timeout on the court.
The Brewer brothers raining 3s for East Tennessee State. Ladarius deep. And this time it's Ty Brewer. East Tennessee coming out strong.
What an SEC Big Ten Super Tuesday doubleheader we have for you on ESPN and the app. At 7 Eastern, Mr. Double-Double Oscar Tshiebwe continues to lead the nation in rebounding. He leads number 5 Kentucky against South Carolina. Then number 13 Illinois takes on 3rd-ranked Purdue in a battle between 2 of the Big Ten's top teams. Super Tuesday on ESPN and the app. Let's take a look at our Wendy's Wooden Watch. Oscar Tshiebwe. Paul, this young man is something else.
Well, he's physically imposing, first of all, and he plays with endless energy. Highly productive puts up double-doubles on a consistent basis. He's extending his range to the free throw line, but he is best in the paint and at the rim, and that's what I love so much about Tshiebwe. He plays to his strengths. Goes inside, post-up game, tremendous rebounder, the best rebounder in the country, but never floats outside the paint and knows where he can impact Kentucky.
There's Bob Ritchie, head coach of Furman. And he says this team's success this year has been due to sharing and moving the basketball around. Says that's the core of this program. And so far, East Tennessee State has moved the ball around very well. Also tonight, Paul, 8 assists on 9 made field goals for East Tennessee State.
And their defense has been tight and connected early in this game. And they need to be, because Furman can open the game up at a moment's notice with their three-point shooting.
And look at the score. The Brewer brothers, just those two alone, are outscoring Furman by 1 so far, almost midway through the first half. King hangs in the air, and he gets it back from Charlie Weber. Shot clock at 5. King, that's a deep 3. And over the back foul called on Charlie Weber. That's his second.
Yeah, for East Tennessee State, if they can't score quickly, they got to count on execution in the half court. Charlie Weber, what a good aggressive over the back foul. Played his high school basketball at Bishop O'Connell in the WCAC, one of the best high school conferences in the country. Played for Joe Wooten, who is the chairman of the McDonald's All-American game.
We talked to Desmond Oliver, coach of ETSU, before the game, and Paul, he told us kind of half jokingly but half seriously that he needs to coach the perfect game tonight in order to beat Furman and snap this 5-game losing skid. So far, his team is playing almost perfectly here tonight.
Well, anytime you make shots, you look good and you feel good.
Seymour drives inside, lays it in. Jaden Seymour, his first 2 points of the game, and it's the Bucks by 12 at home.
Yeah, Jaden Seymour is a live athlete. Young man out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a freshman, 6'8", maybe 200 pounds, but has a bright future with this program.
Anderson in the lane, back outside Bothwell. This is that 3. Quick rebound taken by Ladarius Brewer for the Bucks. King trying to create and taken away by Bothwell. 4th turnover on ETSU. It's the biggest lead of the game. Bucks by 12 here at home.
East Tennessee State known as a zone team defensively and some man, but a driving team, not a shooting team. And they have been unconscious in this first half behind the arc.
Off the mark of the 3. Rebound by Ladarius Brewer for the Bucks, who have been very active tonight. Both Brewers, Ladarius Brewer, Ty Brewer, shooting very well tonight. Up 12 inside 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Seymour, 3 to shoot. Outside King has to put it up at the shot clock buzzer. And an air ball shot clock violation on ETSU.
Watch Jaden Seymour, 22 in the gold. He can fly. And once he gets inside, good body control. Good pop in his legs. Just needs to get stronger and more experience with the program. Tore his ACL his senior year of high school at Northside Christian Academy. Transfer from Wichita State. Last 2 possessions for Furman defensively. Seems like they've settled down right now and trying to be more of the aggressor.
Garrison open, but misses the 3. Rebound by ETSU. Exactly 8 minutes to go here in the first half, and the Bucks at home trying to snap a 5-game losing skid, playing well, up by 12 here in the first half. Sloan off the mark, foul on the floor against Furman. Timeout on the court, 7:48 to go in the half. Bucks at home lead it 28-16. Back in Johnson City, SoCon teams this year have wins over Power 5 teams, including Furman and ETSU are 2 teams tonight. And Paul, how about Furman defeating Louisville and ETSU on the road wins at Georgia?
And the conference has proven itself that they can beat the big dogs in the game. You see those wins, and I'd be concerned come NCAA tournament time, whoever wins the SoCon. In Chattanooga, right now they've won games by double digits this season, 10+ games. Malachi Smith, Player of the Year type candidate. You see Furman tonight, best three-point shooting team in the country. There's so much talent, great shooters, and big-time coaches in this league. Think about the coaches that have left this league. Steve Forbes to Wake Forest, Mike Young to Virginia Tech, and Wes Miller to Cincinnati. This could be a giant killer conference come March.
Ohab Yasser scores a 2 for East Tennessee State on the inbounds play. Buccaneers by 14. Here in the first half, steal by ETSU. 3 turnovers on Furman. Here's Sloan, way outside, leads the entire SoCon in assists this year, 5.2 a game, 129 on the season coming into tonight. Shot clock inside of 10. Ladarius Brewer, that shot is blocked, but he's fouled, and he will go to the line and shoot 3 free throws. And Paul, updated numbers shooting-wise. Furman prides itself in defense. ETSU shooting 69% so far in this game. How did the Paladins try to slow them down?
Well, some shots they've been contesting and some have been open. And East Tennessee State is 6 for 9 from 3. Now, what's important for the Buccaneers is that they don't fall in love with the 3, because as you shoot yourself to a lead, you can shoot yourself out of a lead. So you have to be smart in your shot quality. Just because you're hot doesn't mean you shoot it every time you touch it behind the arc. A team like Furman with their 3-point shooting ability, their 2-point shooting ability can get right back into this game. So you want to keep Furman on defense as long as you can. Take the 3 when it's open. But they are a good driving team, East Tennessee State, so they can get themselves to the free throw line. Not a great free throw shooting team in the last 10 or 12 games, only 64%. But they can get you in foul trouble.
Brewer makes all 3. The Bucks are 5 of 5 at the line. ETSU on a 10-0 run. It now has its biggest lead of 17 at 33-16 here in the first half.
And East Tennessee State, again, they changed their defense. Furman's such a rhythm offensive team. They love to run their quick hits into concepts. You change the defense, they have to change the offense.
Jump ball, alternate possession arrow stays with Furman. And Paul, Furman struggling for points here in the first half.
That's a clean look right inside, but Jaden Seymour, great job with the challenge and the rip. I had a chance to watch him play in high school. Jaden Seymour, you could see his athleticism. It's just a question of when the skill would catch up to the athletic ability, the quickness, and the vertical.
Easy 2 inside for Jalen Slauson. He has 9. And it's 33-18. 15-point cushion for ETSU.
Yeah, Slauson can score inside. He's great in the mid-post and the low post. He can back you down off the dribble. They need his points in this game.
Sloan puts in a 3 from the top of the circle, shooting 41% from downtown this year. His first 3 of the night. Bucks have doubled up on Furman, 36-18.
It's almost like Furman right now is watching East Tennessee State play versus trying to play themselves. They're so, looks like they're caught by surprise by the shooting, and it's taken away their aggressiveness. Good take on that one.
Marcus Foster for 2.
Yeah, their defense has to get closer to the ball. They have to take away the shot, but anticipate the drive. Easier said than done, but they have to ratchet up defensively.
Shot clock inside of 10. Bucks currently on a 13-2 run. 5 to shoot. Sloan spins in the lane, and the turnaround spins out on him. And the rebound by Garrison for Furman.
Great take by Sloan. had wide open gaps because Furman's so worried about the three-point shot. Good look.
Backdoor pass inside Garrison, or Conley Garrison. He's fouled, and he will shoot 2.
Well, that was a beautiful cut by Conley Garrison. He plays so well without the basketball in his hands. Watch him just cut from the right side of your screen, right down the middle. Defense watching the ball, not seeing their man. You have to do both.
So Conley Garrison at the line, transfer from Division II Drury University. 77% free throw shooter, and Coach Bob Ritchie raved about him before the game, says he's a shot maker, one of the toughest guys on the team. He's the perfect player, he says, for the Furman system, and he calls him the glue guy of this team.
Well, this glue guy had 38 points one time for Drury University. He can light it up if need be. That's super glue.
Bucks by 14.
And East Tennessee State doing a really nice job of keeping their offense high and wide. And you see Furman chasing a little bit more, opens up the drive.
Foul underneath on Furman, Marcus Foster. And that's his second. It's a Furman team that lost on Saturday at home against UNCG, 58-56. And Bob Ritchie said his team simply just didn't make shots in that game. Paul, the Paladins shot 30% for the game, 21% on threes. They were down 17 with 7 minutes to go, went on an 18-0 run to take the lead in the last minute, but UNCG was able to prevail in the end.
Well, UNCG is coached by Mike Jones, who came over from Radford. And he is an excellent defensive-minded coach. And they had a lot to do with the fact that Furman didn't make shots. The game was played in the 50s. That's where UNCG wanted it. Still had a chance to win. They got an offensive rebound and got tipped out of their hands. And UNCG laid it up, and that ultimately became the difference.
Bothwell cut off into Slosson's hands. Back outside, Bothwell, corner 3. Rebound ETSU. Ty Brewer falling down. He will shoot 2 when we come back. 3:49 to go in the half. Bucks at home by 14.
A person that is a part of Black history that inspires me is someone I see on a daily basis, which is Coach Staley. She continues to show me that she will speak up for what she feels is right and what is on her heart, and she will leave nothing left behind.
For more storytelling, stream the Black History Collection on ESPN+. What a college hoops doubleheader we have for you Thursday night. The number 1 ranked South Carolina women start us off at 7 Eastern when they play Kentucky at Memorial Coliseum. Then it's a men's Big Ten battle. Number 3 Purdue is at the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, taking on Hunter Dickinson and the Wolverines. Both games are on ESPN and the app. Brock Bowling, Paul Biancardi with you. ETSU leading Furman 36-22. Paul, Furman struggling to find points here in the first half. How does it get into some kind of rhythm here before the halftime break?
Well, first of all, they just must keep their composure. Some of the looks have been good. Some of them have been contested. But the first thing they have to do is take a stand defensively. Not only did they let up threes, but ETSU now is starting to get to the basket. Furman is getting up on the ball, but that allows drives. So you have to do 2 things defensively. You have to take away threes and anticipate drives and be there on the help side defense. It's not going to happen all at once. It can happen 2 by 2 and sometimes 3 by 3 for Furman.
ETSU now 7 of 7 at the line. Furman has 17 of its 22 points from Bothwell and Slosson, so someone's going to need to step up as that third scoring option here in this game.
And ETSU has done a nice job changing defenses, recognizing shooters, but just being aggressive on the ball. A lot of deflections.
6 to shoot. Heen with 3. Foul line jumper. Crawls off the rim. And the rebound on the floor picked up by Jordan King for ETSU.
You see how active ETSU was defensively? The hands were high, they were out, trying to take away vision. They've been very active and very good in their half-court defense.
Yasser bumped. Foul called on Furman. Yasser will shoot 2.
Yasser is a hard-playing dude for Desmond Oliver. Originally from Egypt, spent 2 years at the NBA Africa Academy in Senegal before coming over to the States.
He scored a career-high 13 points against Furman in Greenville back on January the 12th. Furman won that game 78-69. That miss by Yasser, that's the first miss at the line tonight for ETSU, now 7 of 8 at the stripe.
And they're not a team who gets to the foul line very much. Bottom half of Division I in free throws attempted, and in their last 12 games, they haven't shot it well, only 64% from the line. But tonight, all those numbers are off. They are crushing it behind the arc and from the line. Furman trying to get the ball to the middle and then spray it out to the corners against the zone. You also can gap it,
backdoor pass. Garrison hits a 3. Conley Garrison's first basket of the game. He has 5 points. It's a tray. Cuts the lead down to 14.
Yeah, Furman looked more confident in that possession. The ball movement was better, the cutting was better, and the screening. You've got to run your concepts against the zone or a zone offense, but the ball has to move, players have to move.
Ladarius Brewer goes inside, shot blocked from behind by Slauson, taken by Garrison for Furman. Bothwell in rhythm, shoots a 3, and it goes in for Bothwell. His second 3 of the game. He averages 15 points a game. He has 11 here in the first half.
Well, Furman got a stop and a score, and that hasn't happened much in the first half. You want to cut a lead down, you need consecutive stops and scores.
The whip it inside to Ladarius Brewer, fouled inside, held by Bothwell. That's his first foul of the game.
Mike Bothwell trailing, lining it up, knocking it down, the senior from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. He has scored in double figures in 12 of his last 13 games. Understands the urgency as we get into February, which is separation time in college basketball. You know, the games are close, the intensity is high. Teams playing for seeding in their conference tournament because the seeding can set you up for a conference championship and an NCAA tournament berth.
Ladarius Brewer, 2 of 2 at the line on that trip. 17 points in the first half. 90 seconds to go here in the half, and it's ETSU by 13. Hunter cut off, outside Slauson. Into Bothwell's hands, hit a 3 a moment ago. Shot clock inside of 10, Slauson back outside. They swing it over, Garrison, high arcing, 3. Rebound ripped away by Ladarius Brewer for ETSU.
Well, if you're Bob Ritchie, you're really happy with the way you attack the zone. You do that in the second half, more shots will fall than miss.
Timeout taken, back here in 30 seconds. Back in Johnson City, Tennessee. 51 seconds to go here in the first half of this Southern Conference College Basketball Tilt. It is ETSU leading Furman 41-28. Brock Bowling, Paul Biancardi with you. Paul, what has been most impressive here about ETSU here tonight? Doesn't look like a team that's lost 5 straight.
It has not. The confidence level and the aggressiveness has been impressive, as well as Ladarius Brewer. Right now, he has 17 points in 16 minutes. I expect him to get the last shot here for East Tennessee State.
Driving inside, put Putback slam by Ladarius Brewer. 19 points here in the first half.
Well, they went to Brewer's side, and the post was on the high side. That allowed the drive. Shot went up. Nobody blocked out Brewer. And he is a tough vertical athlete. Great follow.
Slauson back outside Hunter. 7 to shoot. Hunter driving into the lane, and the teardrop layup is good with 10 seconds to go here in the first half. 5 seconds to go. Sloan has it with 3. Throws up a prayer at the halftime buzzer, and it's missed, and halftime is here. At the break, ETSU 43 and Furman 30. Look at the three-point shooting numbers. Furman 4 of 15, only 27%. ETSU shooting red hot, 7 of 10 for 70%.
East Tennessee State hot behind the three-point line with a bunch of threes, but how about this follow by Ladarius Brewer, one of the best athletes in the Southern Conference.
We'll send it to the studio on the U.